Ibrahima Konate has become one of Liverpool's most important players over the past couple of years, but fresh developments this week have raised questions that few at Anfield were expecting. With changes already underway under Arne Slot, the latest revelation involving the French defender could have a lasting impact on how the club approaches the rest of the summer. So what has happened? Let's break it down, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are champions again. To mark this historic 20th league title, we've just launched our exclusive Champions collection of t-shirts. Celebrate in style and show your pride with official gear made for real Reds. Head over to copiclothing.com or just click the link in the description and grab yours while stocks last. But first, Liverpool are now expecting an offer from Napoli for out-of-favour striker Darwin Nunez, and reports in Italy have claimed the English champions asking price. Nunez could swap one title-winning side for another this summer, as he has made surplus to requirements at Liverpool and a priority target for Napoli. On Monday, transfer journalist Fabrizio Romano reported that the Uruguayan had given the green light for the Serie A winners to push forward in talks over a deal. This has now been corroborated by The Athletic's David Ornstein, who writes that interest has been registered and an offer is expected in due course. Napoli are described as the most serious contenders, and with Liverpool looking to sell, their number 9 is open to moving to Naples. Italian journalist Alfredo Padula, in an exclusive for Football Italia, has now claimed Nunez has prioritized a move to Napoli and suggested the fees involved. Padula claims Napoli are preparing to offer in the region of £36.7 million, but are aware that Liverpool's asking price is around £42.6 million. Clearly, if that proves to be true, the two clubs are not too far apart in their valuations, and a compromise would almost certainly be reached in talks. If Liverpool are to accept a fee in that ballpark, it would resemble a considerable loss on their previous club record outlay of £85 million to bring him to Anfield from Benfica in 2022. But that may also be indicative of the major disappointment around his form since joining, with 40 goals in 143 appearances, an average of 1 every 185.8 minutes, and a litany of frustrating misses and offside runs. However, Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes is enhancing his reputation in the current transfer window as a tough negotiator able to leverage a club's interest. That showed with a deal worth as much as £10 million struck with Real Madrid to allow Trent Alexander-Arnold to join a month early for the Club World Cup. Whether Padula is to be believed or not remains to be seen. But with Napoli not the only club considering an offer for Nunez, including sides in the Saudi Pro League, Hughes can be expected to maximise his value. Now, in a huge Ibrahima Konate revelation, Liverpool are facing fresh uncertainty at the heart of their defence, with Ibrahima Konate hesitating over a new contract offer, just weeks after Trent Alexander-Arnold's high-profile exit to Real Madrid. Konate, who officially enters the final year of his current deal next month, has turned down Liverpool's first proposal to extend his stay. While the club had initially prioritised renewing Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk's contracts, successfully securing both on fresh 2-year terms in April, attention has now shifted to the 26-year-old Frenchman. However, negotiations have hit an early snag. Sources indicate that Konate and his camp are dissatisfied with the structure of the new offer, particularly the heavy reliance on performance-related bonuses. His representatives are understood to be pushing for a more substantial base salary, viewing the current proposal as falling short of the defender's market value and growing importance to the side. Should talks fail to progress before the end of the summer, Liverpool could find themselves in another unwanted contract standoff, echoing the tension that surrounded Alexander-Arnold's eventual £10 million move to Madrid. That figure, driven by Madrid's urgency to have the England international in place for the Club World Cup, remains a fraction of what Liverpool feel he was worth. There's no escaping the pattern. Andy Robertson is also approaching the final 12 months of his deal, And while the club are not pushing him out, they are prepared to greenlight a move to Atletico Madrid should the left-back express a desire to leave. Meanwhile, Kelleher has already departed, completing an £18 million switch to Brentford with just a year left on his contract. Liverpool intend to revisit negotiations with Konate later this summer, but are firm in their stance. They won't be held to ransom. The club's early window activity has been aggressive, with a combined £145.5 million already spent on German playmaker Florian Wirtz and Dutch fullback Jeremy Frimpong. Yet with Jarell Quansah on the verge of a £35 million move to Bayer Leverkusen, defensive depth remains a point of concern for head coach Arne Slot. To address that, Liverpool are closely tracking Crystal Palace's Mark Guehi. The England international, who has also drawn interest from Newcastle and Tottenham, has made clear he won't extend his contract at Selhurst Park. With just 12 months remaining on his deal and next summer's World Cup looming, Guehi is eager for a move that guarantees regular minutes at the highest level. For now, all eyes remain on Konate. Whether Liverpool can convince the Frenchman to commit his future or risk losing another core player for less than market value could define the final weeks of their summer business. In other news, Nat Phillips has left Liverpool after 9 years, with the centre-back joining Championship side West Brom on a permanent deal after 5 previous loans. Phillips has departed Merseyside on a permanent transfer, joining Ryan Mason's West Brom after almost a decade with Liverpool. The 28-year-old has signed a 3-year contract with the Baggies, who have agreed to pay Liverpool a £3 million fee inclusive of add-ons. It comes having not played for Liverpool's first team since coming off the bench in a 1-0 win at Wolves in an FA Cup third-round replay in January 2023. While he did make 29 appearances for the senior side, the majority of his time at Liverpool has been spent out on loan, taking in spells with Stuttgart, Bournemouth, Celtic, Cardiff and Derby over the last 6 years. Speaking to West Brom's official website following his decision to join, Phillips said, "As soon as I found out about the interest, I just wanted to get here and get going. Throughout my career, I've always wanted to develop a rhythm and continue to play week in, week out. I feel like I did that in the second half of last season, and I want to continue that rhythm and try to take that into the season coming up. I've had a number of loans over the past few years, and it will be really nice for me and my family to go somewhere and know we're staying there to develop a relationship with the club and the fans." Interest from clubs in Germany, Italy, Turkey and the Netherlands, along with sides in the Championship, did see Liverpool consider a sale in recent years. But with Phillips contracted to 2026, he often found himself priced out of a move, including last summer when Trabzonspor saw a £4 million bid rejected due to an asking price of £8 million. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.